Okay, I need to tell you something. And before you react, no dramatic judgment, no leaving the room, and absolutely no evil laughing. You're already failing the requirements. Ugh. This is why I should have taken the secret to the grave. Okay. You remember the first time we talked online? Like, actually talked? Not texting, the voice call. Good. Wonderful. Excellent. I lied to you. No, not catfish lied, not criminally. Emotionally embarrassed lied. I used a voice changer. You're being too quiet, and that's worse somehow. Say something. Because I panicked. You have to understand, when we met online, I thought you were ridiculously cool. You were funny and confident, and somehow knew exactly what to say during group calls. And uh, I sounded like someone apologizing for existing. So I downloaded one of those dumb voice filter programs. Just a little adjustment, a little deeper, a little smoother, like if anxiety had an audio settings menu. No, stop laughing. You're making this impossible. And the worst part, you complimented it. You literally said, "Wow, your voice is really calming." And I just sat there like, yes, this is definitely a real human vocal cord situation. And I was only supposed to use it once. That was the plan. And then we started talking and kept talking for hours every night. And I started liking you too much to admit the truth. So every call became this horrible cycle of panic. Because the longer I waited, the more embarrassing it became. And somehow you became my best friend. And then you moved in with me, which in hindsight should have been the point where I confessed immediately. But no, I chose the route of psychological damage. You're enjoying this way too much. The first week after you moved in, I kept accidentally slipping out of that into my real voice. I tried to match it. And every single time you'd look at me for a second, and I'd panic internally. You probably thought I was haunted. I know it sounds stupid, but I've always hated my voice. It's too soft, too awkward, and I stumble over my words when I get nervous. And online, people are cruel about that stuff sometimes. So eventually I just started hiding parts of myself before anyone could really reject them. Don't. Don't say it like that so quickly. You make it sound easy. You really like my actual voice? Oh. That's somehow more embarrassing. And the weird part is I could drop people perfectly. emotions, expressions, tiny details. But when it comes to myself, I always assume people are going to see the flaws first. So I edit things, my art, my room, my clothes, my voice. It's exhausting, honestly. But you make me feel less afraid of being perceived. No, seriously. You've seen me in paint-stained hoodies at 3 in the morning, eating dry cereal over the sink. You've heard me rage at drawing software. You've watched me cry over fictional characters. And somehow you still look at me like I'm worth staying around. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I didn't use the voice changer software because I wanted to trick you. I used it because I was scared. Scared that you wouldn't like the real me if you heard her first. And then I accidentally fell in love with you before I could stop pretending. You're close? No, I'm aware we live together. I meant I'm emotionally close. Shut up. And you know what is ironic? The voice you fell for wasn't even real. But the feelings were. Every late night call, every stupid joke, every time I stayed awake waiting for you to log in. That part was real. Seriously? You liked me even when I sound suspiciously smooth podcast narrator? Oh my god. You absolutely knew something was weird, didn't you? You thought I just had a streamer voice. Ugh, that's honestly worse. You know, I think this is the first time I told someone something genuinely humiliating and didn't feel rejected afterward. That's new for me and kind of nice. Stop looking at me like that. Like I'm cute. I can literally feel myself overheating. You're impossible. You listen too carefully. You notice things. Like my real voice gets softer when I'm tired or I draw while I'm humming. Or when I'm nervous and start rambling. And every time you notice, I feel seen instead of judged. I think I am done hiding from you. No filters, no fake confidence, no edited version. Just me. Wait, you're really going to kiss me right now after the world's most embarrassing confession? Okay. Oh, wow. You know, that was way better than the voice changer. So, now that you know my dark secret, are you gonna still answer my calls? Good. Because I think I like talking to you the most when I sound like myself. And maybe I think I like you most when I can be myself too.